we start on our back. So please lie down when you are ready. I have a couple of pillows with me. I like to rest my knees on top of them, and I have a blanket or underneath my head. If you would prefer to use pillows for your head, feel free to use pillows instead. I also have my strap. I will demo with a strap when we are on our back today. But if you don't have one, would rather use a towel, grab those, or you can just hold your leg. But I find that having something, a towel or a strap, is gentler on the body. All right. So once you have all your um, equipment ready, lie down on your back with your knees over your pillows. For those of you who have bolsters, those work great. You can even use blocks underneath your knees, but I find that pillows are so much gentler on the body. So go ahead and lie down, close your eyes. If closing eyes is uncomfortable, you could just soften your gaze towards your feet. Let your arms rest easy by your side, palms up or palms down. And take a breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh out the out breath. We'll do that a couple more times, and this time, see if you can extend that out breath. Breathe in. Breathe out and extend that sigh out of the mouth. One more time on your own, please. Let your lips touch gently. Feel the breath on your nostrils, leaving in and out of your body through your nostrils. Check in with how you feel in body, in mind, in energy, and in spirit. Ask yourself what you need from your practice on your mat today. And set an intention to meet that need. Once you feel ready, bring your palms together, thumbs to the sternum, your chest bone. Take a full breath here. And as you release your breath, lower your hands by your side, flutter your eyes open. We're going to take a breath in and take the arms up towards the head. And on the out breath, bring the right knee in towards the chest. We're staying on the right side. Breathe in, lower the foot down, extend the arms overhead. And as you breathe out, bring that right knee in towards the chest. And again, breathe in, arms reach. Breathe out, right knee to chest. We'll keep that right knee there. Take a moment to just point and flex the foot. Make circles with the ankle. And circle in the other direction. If you're using a strap or towel, it goes around the bottom of that right foot. Mine's over here. Or behind the thigh. If you're not using a strap or a towel, you'll simply hold the leg. All right, once you feel ready, please take an inhale, press the foot up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, bend that knee so you lower the foot down. Breathe in, press the foot up towards the sky. Breathe out, bend the knee, lowering the foot down. And again, breathe in and breathe out. This time we're holding that stretch. It's called hand to big toe pose. Let's spread those toes wide, create space between them. Press the heel up towards the sky. Feel into the outer right hip. See if you can gently guide it down and away from you. That might move the leg further away from you, and that's okay. Breathe like you're breathing into the back of that right leg. Now we are going to do this whole sequence on our hands and knees later on. If you cannot be on hands and knees, you'll repeat this whole thing on your back, and I will cue you for that. Let's bend that knee, put the strap off to the side, hold the leg, and make circles with the hip. And circle it out in the other direction. Plant your foot down. Slide your hips over onto your right side, and this is a good place to reposition your pillows over onto your left side. Straighten your left knee, and then from here, bring your right knee over to your left side. So you're in a twist. Take your right arm out to the side. You can extend it straight, or you can bend the elbow, which is, for me, I feel like this is more intense. The half goal pose position is more intense of a stretch on the chest. If you have any issues with stretching the chest at this moment, bring your arm closer to your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring the knee back to center. Slide your hips to the center of the mat. Bend both knees so that both feet are on the mat. Roll the fronts of your shoulders back. We're going to do some pelvic tilts. It's also called cat-cow on your back. So once you're ready, breathe in, tip your pelvis forward so that you're arching your back only to the degree that's comfortable for it. And then on the out breath, you're going to tip the pelvis in the opposite direction so that now your back flattens and you're tucking your tailbone slightly under, hugging your abdomen in. Breathe in, find your cow pose, and breathe out your cat pose. So those of you who are familiar with cat and cow know that there's not a lot of range of motion here because of the mat underneath you, but you are mimicking that movement of moving the spine in both extension and flexion. Finish this last one. And then when you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. Take one of your pillows or your block. And if you have your pillow, you might need to fold it up. Put that between your thighs. All right. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes. Bring your attention to the front of your hips where these protruding hip bones are. And think about drawing those hip bones in towards your navel, lifting the muscles of the pelvic floor up on the out breath, and then releasing that on the in breath. So do that, breathe out, draw everything in towards the navel, and then breathe in, relax. We're going to add the legs. Breathe out, everything to the navel, hug the pillow between your thighs, and then breathe in, relax. When you breathe in and relax, really let everything go so that you can have the energy to go into contraction again. If we don't let everything go, the muscles tire out and we can't contract as effectively. So when you're ready, breathe out, draw everything into the navel, hug the pillow between the thighs, and then relax. All right. Bring your pillows on either side of you. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Let the knees go out to the side. Relax those inner thighs. Breathe. And then let's bring the hands outside the knees. Lift the knees back up so we can go to the second side. All right, I'm just going to put this pillow over here so you can see my legs. Go ahead and reach your arms overhead as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring that left knee in towards your chest. Lower the foot down on the in-breath. Lift those arms overhead. Breathe out, knee comes back to the chest. Staying on the left side, breathe in, lower foot, extend arms overhead. Breathe out, knee to chest. Keep it there. Let's point and flex the foot a couple of times. And roll that ankle a couple of times in one direction and a couple of times in the other direction. All right. If you're using the strap, it goes around the bottom of the foot or behind the thigh. If you're not, just hold the leg. On your next in-breath, press that foot up towards the sky. And on the out-breath, bend that knee, lower the foot down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Moving at the pace of your own breath. Continuing this dynamic hand to big toe pose. Please take your time. The next time your foot is up towards the ceiling, just stay there. Spread your toes. Press the heel up towards the sky. Drop your outer left hip down and away from you. Imagine that you are breathing into the back of your left leg from the thigh all the way down to the bottom of your foot. All right, let's release that leg down. And then we'll hug that knee in towards the chest. Lower your foot so that you can shift your hips over to your left side. This is a good place for your pillows. Put them over on your right side. Straighten your right knee if you haven't yet. We'll take this to a twist. Guide that left knee over to your right. Rest the knee on the pillows. Again, extend your left arm either to a T or go pose. If that is not possible or it doesn't work for your body today, the arm is closer to the body. So you'll just lower the arm towards your right foot. Take a couple of cycles of breath here. So when you are on hand and when the class is on hands and knees, and if you would rather stay on your back, this would be the twist in a lunge twist. Once you are ready, lift that knee back up, lower the foot down so that you can slide your hips to the center of your mat. Option one, you'll come back to cat-cow on your back. Option two is to roll the fronts of the shoulders back and find dynamic bridge pose, which I will demo. So you can go back to the pelvic tilts if that feels like a good place for you today, or press your feet firmly, lift your hips up, slide your knees forward for bridge pose. And as you breathe out, lower your hips down. Breathe in, lift your hips up. Breathe out, lower your hips down. Again, breathe in. You're either coming up to bridge pose or finding that cow tilt. Breathe out, lower your hips down, or you're coming to the cat tilt. One more. Breathe in and breathe out. Please bring both knees in towards the chest. You can rock those knees forward and back. Then I'll have you please lower your feet down. Everyone, roll to your right side. And from here, come up onto your right elbow. All right. We're going to press the right elbow down firmly to lift the bottom ribs up. Extend that left arm up towards the sky. Take a breath here. Notice how this affects your energy level. If you find that this is fatiguing, lower your hand to your hip. Stay for another breath. All right, make your way down to your back, or you can switch around. So we're going to go over to the left side. So I'm just going to switch around so that I'm facing you. The knees are stacked, the hips are stacked. The elbow is slightly in front of the shoulder. Once you feel ready, lift the bottom ribs up. That would be your left one. And then reach that right arm up. And again, sense how that affects your energy. If it's draining your energy, lower the hand down. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Everyone, please make your way onto your seat. All right. Take a breath and take the arms out and up. And as you breathe out, bring your palms together to your heart. We're going to bring the right palm over the heart and then the left palm in front of that. We're going to hook those thumbs together and drop the gaze down. Breathe in, allow your belly to expand. And breathe out, draw your belly slightly in towards the back of the body. It's not a hard grip, it's just a drawing in, just like what we did when we had that pillow between our thighs. Breathe in, belly expands. And breathe out, belly drawing in. Now bring your attention to your ribs. Same idea. On the in-breath, the ribs expand, not just forward, but sideways and backward as well. And then as you breathe out, sense the ribs drawing in towards the center of you. Please do that again. Breathe in, expand. And breathe out, sense the ribs drawing in. Now bring your attention to the heart space, the chest area. Breathe in, allow the chest to expand. And breathe out, allow the chest to relax. One more time like that. Once you're ready, lower your hands by your side, open your eyes, take a breath in, take your arms wide and overhead. And as you breathe out, bring your palms together to your heart. Good. Now we breathe in here. And as you breathe out, press your hands forward feel the shoulder blades behind you move away from each other. Drop your chin down towards your chest. As you breathe in, bring your arms to goalposts. And as you breathe out, palms together, drop chin down towards the chest. And breathe in, bring everything back to your heart. Let's repeat that. Breathe out, forward. Breathe in, arms to goalposts. Shoulder blades slide towards each other. Breathe out, hands forward. And breathe in, hands back to the heart. Okay, from here, we're going to take a breath. Lift those arms overhead. This time, take a twist towards your right. Come back to center on the in-breath. And as you breathe out, take a twist towards your left. Breathe and make your way back to center, arms lift up. And as you breathe out, bring your hands behind your thighs, uncross your legs if you have them crossed. Roll the fronts of your shoulders back like you're lifting your chest up towards the sky. Lean back and hug your abdomen in the way you did when you had your pillow between your thighs. Breathe here. And then come through center. Switch the cross of your shins. Breathe in, arms lift up. This time we're going to twist towards the left. Breathe in, back to center. And breathe out to your right. Breathe in, make your way back to center. And breathe out, bring your hands behind you, uncross your legs again, plant the feet down, lift the chest up, lean back, hug the abdomen in, and then maybe you'll stay here. Maybe you lift your heels up, just pressing the toes down. And then relax. Lower your heels if you've lifted them. Hug your legs together with your arms and relax your head. Take full cycles of breath and notice if that has affected the way you're breathing. Okay, so from here, option 1, you lie back on your back again. Option 2 is you'll make your way to hands and knees. So if hands and knees is not a good place for you, please lie down on your back. We're going to do the whole, we're going to do pretty much the same things, both on our knees and on our backs. So table pose, if you're on hands and knees, it's wrists slightly in front of shoulders, knees under hips. Look between your knees to situate your feet behind them. Once you are ready, breathe in to lift your right leg back behind you. If you're on your back, you're bringing the knee in towards the chest for this sequence. So everyone, on the out breath, knee to chest. That's the right one. Breathe in, press the foot away from you. So if you're on your back, you're pressing the foot towards the ceiling like we did earlier. Breathe out, knee to chest. And breathe in, send the leg away from you. Last time here, knee to chest. And then send the leg away from you. We're holding this for a breath. All right, if you're on your back, you'll keep that knee to the chest. If you're on hands and knees, you'll step that foot outside your hand. Help the foot forward if it needs help. From here, those of you on hands and knees will make your way to a low lunge. Breathe in. And breathe out. On your back, shift your hips over to your right side. And then everyone, bring your arms to goalposts. On the out breath, take a twist towards your right if you are on hands and knees. If you are on your back, you'll bring your right knee over to your left side. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, we're going to lower the hands down, make your way back to hands and knees. If you're on your back, please bring both knees in towards your chest. Those on hands and knees can take poppy pose, walking the hands forward, moving the hips up and back, breathing in wherever you are, and breathing out. All right, we're going to switch sides. Breathe in, lift your left leg back behind you. Breathe out, left knee to chest. Breathe in, send the leg away from you. And breathe out, left knee to chest. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Holding the leg out, hand to big toe pose on the left side. If you're on your back. And then from there, we're going to set the foot down if you're on hands and knees. Help the foot forward if it needs help. Once you are ready, find yourself in a low lunge with your goalpost arms. If you're on your back, you'll shift your hips over to your left. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, twist towards your left. If you're on hands and knees, if you're on your back, your left knee goes over to your right. Make your way back to center. Lower your hands down. Bring your left knee underneath your hip. All right, those on your back, you'll do hand to big toe pose again. Those on hands and knees, we'll take this to a half split. So you can bring your blocks underneath your hands, or I'm using the seat of my chair here. It elevates my hands higher, brings the floor closer to me. You can do either one, whichever one you want. If you're using your chair, make sure that the chair is off to your left side. So let's plant that right foot down. Walk the foot forward. And then from here, we're going to shift the hips back to straighten that right knee. So it's a half split if you're on hands and knees. It's a hand to big toe pose if you're on your back. You're still pressing the foot up towards the sky and holding it. Full cycles of breath here. All right, here we go. We're going to bring that right foot underneath us, slide it behind the left. Lower your left hand down to your block or your mat. If you are in hand to big toe pose, lower the foot down. You're going to roll over onto your left side. And then you'll find that elbow variation of a side plank that we did earlier. For those on the knees, for everyone rather, lift the bottom ribs up. If you have a lot of energy today and would like to lift that right arm up, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, the hand stays on the hip. Gaze towards the left hand. That way you don't bear a lot of tension on your neck. Breathe in. And breathe out, lifting the bottom ribs up and thinking about creating space on the top ribs. Once you are ready, lower the hand down, make your way back to neutral. Those on the back can bring both knees in towards the chest. If you are on hands and knees, take another poppy pose. Switching sides now, hands underneath the shoulders. We'll take a half split on the second side. So those of you on your back, you know where to go. All right, let's step that left foot forward, move the chair off to the right side so you have room. Go ahead and walk the left foot forward slightly and then move the hips back to straighten that left knee. Breathe in through the back of your left leg. Those of you who have blocks can make this even gentler by bringing the blocks closer to you so you're not leaning towards your chair. If your chair is really easy to move, you can just move the chair closer towards you. Let's rebend that front knee and take this to that side plank. So go ahead and slide that left foot behind the right, kickstand that right knee, and then find your side plank by turning onto your left side. To your right side, and then lifting the arm up if that feels available. Otherwise, the hand stays on the hip as the gaze moves to the right hand. Take another full cycle of breath here. When the time is right, lower the hand down. Let's take one more puppy pose or hands and knees. Knees to chest, rather, if you're on your back. All right. Walk the hands in. If you're on your back, slowly roll to one side. We're all going to meet standing at the top end of the mat. So if you were on your back, please make your way there very, very slowly. Take your time and then just clear your mat. So it's safer to move around in. All right. Take a breath in. Bring your feet underneath your hips. And let's all take a breath in. Take the arms out and up. And as you breathe out, bring your palms together. Rest your thumbs in front of your heart. Drop your gaze down towards the floor, but keep the crown moving up towards the sky. Take note of how this position now feels in your body. Notice the various sensations that are happening within yourself. Once you feel ready, take a breath in, lift the arms up. And as you breathe out, bring your hands over to the back of your chair, move the hips back, bend the knees. You'll find your chair pose variation. As you breathe in, fire up the fronts of your thighs to straighten the knees, and then lift the heels up. And as you breathe out, lower the heels down. Same out breath. We move those hips back first, and then the knees bend for chair pose. On your next in breath, rise to stand. Bring your arms by your side. We'll do that again. Breathe in, arms lift. And breathe out to your chair pose. Breathe in, stand up, lift your heels up. Breathe out, heels lower, same out breath, moves the hips back for chair pose. Keep the knees behind the toes. As you breathe in again, stand up and relax. Now we're going to add to that. You can stay with that variation, keeping your hands on your chair for more support, or you can lift your arms out, which I will demo. All right, once you're ready, breathe in, arms lift up. And as you breathe out, your hands either come to the back of the chair as you come to chair pose, or bring your palms together, thumbs to the sternum. Breathe in, hands can come to the chair as before, or you can keep the hands where they are, lift the heels up. And as you breathe out, lower the heels down. Breathe in, fire up those legs, rise up, lift your arms overhead. And as you breathe out, bring your palms together, thumbs to the heart. Last time like that. Breathe in, arms lift. Breathe out to your chair pose. Breathe in to lift the heels up any amount. And breathe out to your chair pose. Breathe in, rise to stand, lift your arms overhead. And breathe out, palms together, thumbs to the heart. Pause for a moment so that you can sense what is going on within. If you are getting overheated here, slow your movements down and then skip some of the movements. It's always practice with a sense of finding balance in your mind and body. Moving on, take a breath, lift those arms overhead. And as you breathe out, your hands can come to the heart or to your chair. Step the right foot back behind you, lower the heel down. Chest moves forward, left knee bends. You find a calf stretch here. Once you feel steady and balanced, walk your hands onto your left thigh. Lift your chest up. Bring your arms to goal pose position. Breathe in. Slide those shoulder blades in towards each other. Press them towards the front of your body. Your chest here broadens. And as you breathe out, take a gentle twist towards your left side. Breathe in, make your way back to center. Breathe out, lower your hands to your support, straighten your left knee. You might need to walk that right foot slightly forward. Guide your outer left hip back and down. Chest moves forward. We're hinging from that left hip to find pyramid pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Those of you who feel that you want to play around with strength today can lift your right arm alongside your ear. Those of you who feel you need more can lift the left arm up as well. Just be mindful of the effect that has on your body. Lower the hand down, shift all your weight over to your left side and lift the right heel up. This could be where you want to stay, especially if balance is an issue. But for those of you who feel that you have the strength to come to warrior 3, to lift that leg up, feel free to do this. You're going to move the left hip back, reach the chest forward again, and then lift the leg up. Press the heel back, warrior 3. Some of you will want to play around with lifting the right arm alongside the ear like you did in pyramid pose. Stay for another breath. And once you're ready, lower the hand down, lower that left foot down. Lower your hands by your side, drop your gaze down so you can feel the sensations in the body. Notice how the left side and the right side might feel very different. All right, we'll switch sides. Take a breath in, lift the arms overhead. And as you breathe out, hands either stay in namaste or you can bring your hands to your chair. Let's step that left foot back, plant the heel down. Reach your chest forward, get that calf stretch here. Feel the sensations in the back of your lower leg. Once you feel steady and ready, walk your hands up that right thigh. Lift the chest up, arms to goalpost position. Shoulder blades in towards each other and towards the front of the body. The chest is lifting. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take a gentle twist towards your right side. Make your way back to center, hands on your support, straighten that right knee. You'll probably need to step the left foot slightly in. And then from here, find that hip hinge, the crease where your thigh bone and your hip bone meet. Move that back as your chest moves forward, pyramid pose. Take full cycles of breath. Again, if you feel like you want to play around with balance, you can lift one arm or both arms up. Come up slightly, shift your weight over to your right side, lift the left heel up. Again, you can stay here or find warrior three. Again, making sure that you're hinging from the hip. The hips move back as the chest moves forward. And then maybe lift that left leg up. Press the heel back. So this leg is super active, just like this leg. If you can lift that left arm alongside the ear if you want to play around with balance. And then lower the hand down, lower the foot down. Please step both feet back, move those hips back and up, find your downward facing dog. Reach your hands forward, heels and hips move back and up. The heels move down and back, the hips move up and back. Feel the space you're creating underneath your arms, back of your body, back of your legs. Soften the knees, walk your feet towards your hands. Take a breath in, take your arms out and up. And as you breathe out, bring your palms together, rest your thumbs in front of your heart. We pause, we listen, we make space. When we are moving on our mats, oftentimes the parts within us that make themselves loudest are the parts within us that are tight, that carry tension. That's why we feel the sensations there. Once we encounter those sensations, we pause, we listen, and we make space. Lower your hands by your side. And then for those of you who are balance challenged, you can use your blocks for this next set of poses rather. You'll set your blocks in front of your right foot and your support will be on your left side. Option one, you'll step your right foot on the blocks and just stay there. Option two is to lift your foot up off of the block. Let's reach that right arm out to the side, pause, breathe. And then lower the arm down, lower the foot beside your left. We're switching sides now. So the block's in front of the left foot. You can step your left foot on the block and reach your arm out to the side. So anytime we have this asymmetrical shape, we're actually testing our balance. So even if your foot stays on the block, you are training your balance. Those of you who want to lift the foot up, and if it's appropriate for you, do that. Breathe. Lower the foot beside the right, lower the arm down. We're going to add to that. Going to the first side again. Step your right foot forward, reach your right arm out. Foot stays on the block or not. Maybe some of you will play around with lifting that left hand off of the support or reaching both arms out. Breathe in and breathe out. Lower everything down. We're going to switch sides again. You can simply turn around. I just am able to move my chair easily, and then I want to stay facing you, but you can always just turn around to do this. Step your left foot forward, keep it on the blocks or not. Reach your left arm out to the side. And then you can play around with lifting that right hand up or sending it out to the side. Breathe in and breathe out. Lower everything down. We have one more variation. So we progress here. If you feel like you would rather stay with that first variation, feel free to stay with whatever variation works for you. So we have one more of that sequence, and we'll add a little more challenge. Step your right foot forward, on or off the blocks. Right hand reaches out. Maybe the left hand reaches out as well, maybe not. Take a breath and hug everything in towards your navel. And then maybe on the next out breath, you'll turn your gaze towards your right side. Breathe in and breathe out. Turn your gaze forward, lower everything down. Last time. Step your left foot forward, on or off your blocks. Reach your left arm out to the side. Maybe the right arm reaches as well, maybe not. And maybe the head turns to the left on the out breath, or maybe not. Once this feels complete, turn your gaze forward, lower everything down. All right, we're going to shake everything out. Let that go. And then take a breath in, take your arms out and up. On the out breath, bring your palms together, thumbs back to the heart. Bring your hands to your hips, roll the fronts of your shoulders back. Think about pressing your thighs and hips forward, broaden across your chest, or have a standing back bend here. Breathe in and breathe out. Imagine you're creating space around your heart, into your lungs with each breath. And then release that. We're going to make our way onto our back, but before we go there, we have some plank poses waiting for us. So turn the seat of the chair towards you. Step your right foot back. Keep the heel up, draw your abdomen away from you, and then press your chair away from you. And then we'll switch sides from here. So go ahead and bring the right foot underneath you. Your left foot now steps back. So it's a half plank pose. You can stay switching sides again and again. For those of you who feel that you can bring both feet back and find your full plank pose, you're welcome to do that as well. So if you're doing one leg at a time, please switch. And then switch. And everybody, please make your way to your belly. Have something underneath your forehead so you can breathe with your head down. Bring your arms by your side, palms facing down. Press your outer hips down. And then once you're ready, lift your arms behind you, broaden across your chest. Breathe in. And breathe out, relax those arms. You can stay right here, just lifting the arms, sliding the shoulder blades in towards each other and towards the front of the body. And then breathe out, releasing your arms down. If you feel you need more, you're going to lift your head and shoulders up on the in-breath as you lift your arms. And then relax everything on the out-breath. Really letting them go. We'll do one more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Pause. Allow. Soften. Adding the lower body now. Breathe in, lift the arms. You can again keep the head and shoulders down or lift them up. But we'll lift the right leg up. Let it go on the out breath. Relax everything down. Switching sides, breathe in. Arms lift, maybe head and shoulders too, but let's lift that left leg up. And relax everything down. One more time, each side. Breathe in. Breathe out. And again, breathe in. And breathe out. Pause. Listen. Soften. Please log roll yourself onto your back and bring both knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side here. And with your arms hugging your knees, breathe in, rock your knees forward so that the shoulder blades glide away from each other. And breathe in. Breathe out, the knees move forward, the arms move forward, the shoulder blades glide away from each other. Breathe in, just let everything go. Last time. Lower your right foot down, cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Press your left thigh away from you. Notice what's going on the left hip. If the sensations there are intense, you can lessen the sensations by walking your right foot forward. If you're not feeling anything and need a stretch for that left hip, you can draw that right knee in towards your chest. Wherever you are, pause. Listen and soften. Lower your foot down, uncross your ankle. We're going to switch sides here. Right ankle over left thigh. Again, make whatever adjustments you need so that you can get the right amount of stretch on your right hip. So you can either walk your left foot forward for less intensity or draw your left knee in towards your chest for more intensity. Lower your foot down, uncross your ankle, slide your hips over to your left, lower your knees to your right. Let your breath now slow down. Lift your knees up. Slide your hips over to your right. Lower your knees to your left. Slow, easy breaths. Lift your knees up. Slide your hips to the center of your mat and bring both knees in towards your chest. Let's find a happy baby pose here. Guide your knees to your outer ribs. Maybe lift the bottoms of your feet up or hold any part of your legs. And then let's rock side to side. Lower your feet down and set up your mats for your most important pose of all, rest pose. So you can set up your mats the way we did when we started class, with pillows underneath the hips, support underneath the head. I will stay seated for um, the rest of class, but please take your time to move into rest pose. Once you are there, please close or soften your eyes. Arms rest easy by your side. Soften your feet. Soften your legs, your hips, your belly, your chest, your back, your hands, your arms, your shoulders, neck, face, head. Soften your whole body and allow your breath to reflect that softness. Bring your attention to the sensations of breath in your chest. With soft, easy breaths, Imagine that space expanding as you breathe in, relaxing as you breathe out. You can also imagine this space as a seat of compassion. When we come to our mat, we practice compassion towards ourselves through movement, through breath, through imagery. We practice a way of being kind to our body, to our mind, and balancing our energy. Compassion begins where the ego ends. When we pause, listen, and soften, we rise above the small self that wants to win and step into the larger self that wants to understand. To elevate humanity, we first need to elevate our hearts. Rest is a sure sign of practicing compassion towards ourselves. So if rest is what your body needs, please feel free to stay here longer, resting, pausing, listening, softening. For those of you who want to close practice with a rest of class, you can start to make small movements with fingers and toes, with wrists and ankles. You can take a full breath when you are ready and extend those arms overhead. And as you release that breath, lower your arms by your side and slowly make your way to one side. Take your time. When the time is right for you, come up to your seat with your palms together, thumbs to the sternum. Acknowledging the fact that you have made time today to practice on your mat. And I thank you so much for sharing that practice here.